Hey folks, it's Eric from Support Adventure, and I'm going to talk today about one of the MSP worst practices that I see companies often doing on their path to growth. And that is making a senior technical resource a manager. So often, people will assume that just because a technician or engineer has technical abilities that are above and beyond, that they will actually be able to successfully manage people. So this is usually in the business that has one owner who started the business, then they hire their first, second, third technician, and the owner doesn't want to do the actual day-to-day management of everything every day anymore. And basically, so they say to the senior engineer, hey, can you step in and be the manager of the rest of the technical team? And the person says, of course, yes, because they think that it'll work because they're very knowledgeable in the industry, right? But do they really have the leadership skills that that are required to successfully manage people and to build a team? Because, well, I found that a lot of the time they don't. Now, I've taken various business seminars, and one very inspirational quote that I always remember is, we don't lack people to be led, we lack leaders to lead them. Now, there comes a point where in a lot of our careers, we've actually been in the business and we've either made the decision to go and become management or the decision to go and become super technical and a very advanced technical resource. And I've often found that different types of people at the fork in the road will pick one or the other. Now, some people have both skills and some people have a passion for both. But me personally, while I'm very technical, I decided that I get much more satisfaction out of being in management and leading people and looking at people and systems and the way people are interacting with those systems rather than just systems and setting up systems and being super technical and driving the results on that front. So a lot of the people that I see who are elevated to management from senior engineering roles often are those technical people who really have no business actually going into management because they don't have the people skills to do that. And the boss or owner or whoever decides that since they are advanced, they should be able to do that too. And why is it not the case? Well, because leadership skills involve social skills, understanding of people, their motivations, teamwork, and looking at the whole thing as, sort of like a collective and a culture of a company. And what I find with a lot of senior resources is they operate with a very individualist, I'm so good, I get shit done sort of attitude towards their job. And they're very good at driving results. You say, can you do this? They do it. But they're not teachable. And they don't understand that people are different from them. So what you'll get is them as managers will expect that every single person on the team is going to work and operate exactly as they do, and they'll be incredibly disappointed when they don't. Whereas a good manager would realize that they're different people with different styles of working, thinking, and different sorts of skills that they bring to the job. And those people need to be managed according to a plan to bring those skills out so that people are on the right seat in the bus. And so the senior technician will just say, why didn't this person solve this ticket? He's an idiot or something, that's what they'll think at least. They might use more diplomatic language, but, things like escalation shaming become a thing. Things like, why didn't you know how to do this? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Will become a thing. Things like that are really obvious that should be done to a senior engineer will just not be done by the junior engineers because they're not the same person. They don't have the same experience, and the senior engineer will not have the people skills to teach those approaches and to systematize those approaches so that they're followable, so that the junior engineers can follow those approaches. And what a good manager will do is, rather than making decisions and just expecting other people to be able to make the same decisions, they will build a system of values, a system of procedures, and a system of roles that allows for their knowledge and their desired outcomes to become, to permeate the organization based on the structure they set up. Whereas a senior engineer, they're just good at their job. And this is often, and it could be the case that you are actually the owner of the business and you are making these exact same mistakes. Because what we need in management, what we need in leadership is taking people from where they are and bringing them up. Not just expecting that they should already be where you are if you're working with them. So leadership is actually a process that takes a while to cultivate in people. And, well, it requires a lot of personal development to know how to discipline people, how to not get frustrated with people who are working under you, how to communicate things in a way that will incentivize and inspire people rather than tear them down and make them feel really bad about what they're doing, about they don't understand what your expectations are, but you're actually giving them negative signals, negative emotions, and they just don't know how to please you because you haven't built the foundation of knowledge and responsibilities and insights that would be required for them to behave as you want them to. So management and senior technical work are two completely different things. And if you're actually looking at people in your organization, you want to promote somebody, figure out which one they are. And the way that you do this is, well, through asking them to do little tasks which involve mentoring people, teaching them, and bringing them up, bringing them sort of to the next level. And if they can succeed at that, and if they seem to have a passion for that, then they might be the management type. But if they're just the sort of person, I do me, everybody else is not good enough, but I'm the best, so you give work to me, I'll get it done. Then just put them in the server closet, let them do whatever they need to do in there. And you have to manage them to give results that the rest of the team can work with. And you need to have a way of ensuring that they make digestible pieces of information, documentation, taking notes, all that stuff that will actually, the rest of the team will understand. But typically just let them do that sort of introverted sort of stuff, because chances are a lot of the senior technicians that you have are not good enough with people to actually be leaders in your industry. And it will just become more and more abundantly clear as you try to organize your organization to grow and scale if you have the wrong people in the wrong positions and giving them the wrong sort of responsibilities. And if you find the right type of management, the right philosophy of management, and you live with those values and that sort of ethos and that sort of, way of checking in with staff and seeing that they are feeling comfortable and that the requirements are clear and that they have a path for growth, then you live that from the top, then you hire that manager based on their ability and experience of management. But just don't assume that the senior technicians have got it, because most of them don't. Thanks a lot. This is Eric from Support Adventure. If you want, you can write your experiences down below in the comments and subscribe to the channel if you like this. This is part of the MSP Worst Practices series, and there's lots of knowledge here because, well, I've worked with over 30 MSPs, and a lot of them are really chaotic and could do better. And a lot of them, and a few of them, a select few, actually have it nailed down, have a wonderful culture where everybody feels accepted and also growing and also, like that they have a stake in the actual organization and are a part of a team. And that's what you need. So I'm sharing secrets that I've learned in the industry. You can take it, and I hope it's helping you grow a better culture so that you as a business owner or executive or manager can have, a company that works better. So thanks a lot. Feel free to reach out if you want to hear about how we can work together. Take care, guys. Bye now.